So, welcome. We are here today to talk about door knocking. And the reason door knocking is so critically important in terms of campaigning, in terms of the campaigning that unionists are going to be doing around the country, is because door knocking is the number one way that we have the ability to influence the way that people vote. To let them know what's at stake in this election, what issues are important for them, and how they're going to vote. Door knocking is incredibly important because we will never have the money and the resources of big business and big corporations. So the way union members can fight back is to actually talk to people on the streets, talk to people in their homes about what's at stake and what needs to change. What to expect your door knocking. Now, lots of you have probably never door knocked before. So some key things to think about when you're door knocking. You knock on a lot of doors to have some conversations. So you'll knock on a lot of doors where people aren't home. But having that conversation, when you get the opportunity to have that conversation, is really powerful and it's really important. One of the key things in terms of door knocking is really to listen really carefully to what people are saying. If you listen to what issues concern them, to what things are important to them, that's what's going to actually really make them consider the power of what they do and in terms of how they vote and the issues that they vote on. So one really good example that always sticks out for me is when I was door knocking one day, and I was door knocking a block of flats, and there was a young guy who came to the door and he was really passionate about environmental concerns, and his partner came to the door and we had this excellent conversation, and it was a three-way conversation, and it wasn't me talking to him or him talking to me. We had a real conversation about what was at stake and what his options were. And by the time we finished, I left knowing that he was going to cast his vote. He was going to give serious consideration to what he was going to do. So a couple of things to consider before you start your first door knock. So firstly, it's really important to have a practice of what you're going to say first, and actually practice some of the questions you're going to ask too. But the key thing that makes a really good conversation is actually not what we're going to say, it's actually how we listen to what people say to us. Secondly, always door knock in pairs. It's really important to make sure you're safe at all times. It's a real privilege to be able to have a conversation with somebody. So for actually to knock on someone's door and have them tell us what they're concerned about, what they think is important, is a real privilege for us to be able to listen to that and talk to them about what's important.